Ladies and gentlemen, it's now that time. We hope that you will gird your loins in an orange jock and take a moment out of your busy day to prepare for this. Ethos. Victor Allen's Ethos.
Yeah, okay. That was pretty good, man. That was pretty good. I'm going to ask you a question. First of all, let me say, I have to greet my fam because I'm going to make sure that I try to enlighten you, but I won't be talking about dating, so you guys may end up going to the kitchen. So here's the thing. What do you think is more difficult? Knowing what ethos is or trying to identify and figure out what gird your loins mean?
Just remember when you gird them,
Okay, just remember that.
it'll be a little tingly at
Okay,
first.
that's it. See, that's why I didn't want to ask that question.
Just lotion your hands.
Watch
It'll
this.
be good.
Well, okay. Well, Mario, I'm going to let you off the hook.
Thank you.
You're thinking, right? Yes.
I don't want to gird my loins.
There you go.
I want to eat those.
Okay, here we go. Here we go. All right, everybody enjoyed this Easter weekend, man. Everybody was cool with it. It was three things that was going on, as I said before. And I said, one, I know I'm not going to be at, that I wish I was. One, I can actually say I was part of the crew, and that's the fandom crew, because we watched the game that, to me, was almost like an NBA Finals, and that was Boston against, of course.
Yes.
And I could just stop right now
Yeah,
and go like
that
this.
was good.
I used to have my old new sports show, and I said, I'm not going to do any really sports stuff. But after watching that game, I had no choice. I literally said it's the best first round series. First game I've seen, and there's a caveat to it. So I'm not going to even ask, did you watch it? I'm going to ask, did you not watch it? Did you watch it, Omar?
I didn't get to watch the game.
Okay, penalize him. Give him the sound effects.
I didn't. By the time I realized the game was on,
Dude, thank you. Hit it.
terrible.
Hit
There's
it.
nothing I can say.
That's right. Hit it. Let me say this. Okay, now, with that said, now let me, because I know most people go, who cares about it? Whatever. Man, he's slamming you.
No, but actually,
I wouldn't make it a habit.
See, there you go.
those are my two of my favorite teams.
And which team did
Who?
you pull for?
I don't have I can't
See,
but so I have four
It's getting
teams.
worse.
wait a minute. Stop.
It's getting worse.
Stop.
No, listen, I really
You will have people hitting you in social media if you say you have 14.
I have two teams on the East and two teams on the
Okay.
West.
I'm just chatting with two girls.
Okay, he's got 14.
He got 14.
He's
I
got
got
14.
99 problems.
Let me
with
tell
Negroes
that girl
from
ain't
Compton.
one.
That's from Compton.
He's
That's
got 14.
He's
that's
from
that's like
Compton.
a guy saying, I don't have one woman. I have
I'm just a
4 women.
spectator these days.
Okay. All right. All right. Now, the game, I'm not going to even go over the game because it was just unbelievable. And I got to give Jason Tatum his props because he was there. My question is to come in and say this. Is Kyrie Irving the best? I mean, when I say this, ball handling, go to the rim and you know he's about to give the business. And he's channeling kind of the Kobe, but he's got better handles than Kobe. I mean, is anybody kind of...
maybe the greatest of all time.
He-
Certainly in
yes.
the running.
He's certainly at the top of the list.
My
Certainly,
God.
yeah.
My God.
Yeah,
I mean,
we
does
all
he-
kind of have to say that.
You remember AI, right?
Yeah, that's why I say there's people he's in the discussion, right?
Yeah, but you know what? When you watch Kyrie play and he's in his game, it's just some feel good shit.
It is.
yeah.
It is.
Look at that.
Yeah.
I mean, he could be surrounded, and
Yeah.
I remember, we still remember it. When Steph Curry gets to the basket, he's not. He just has this soft handle. He's not trying to, out physical you, and he gets there. This guy with these handles, and what he can do, and says, I still would jump over you if you're 6'8", 6'9", and I'll just fade back. It blows me away. So to me, right now, for what he's delivered, best all time. So I agree with you, Mario. Who would you put second, though? Who would you put second? Ooh, second, man.
I mean, right now,
Best guard, going to the basket and handles. Who would you put number 2?
Morant.
Oh man, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Man, he is.
He's a
Morant
good one.
is
That's a
getting.
good one.
He's elbow
Oh,
above the
You
rim.
got one. You got one there. He-
I'm fascinated by. Well, there's a bunch of them where the athleticism is just amazing to me, but Morant is. And then you look at him physically, look just like Kyrie.
right,
You look at him physically, you don't see it.
right,
You don't see it.
right.
You know, but yet they spring into action, and you go, "Whoa!"
There you go.
Like with Allen Iverson, you looked at him, you didn't see it.
right.
You
Okay.
just didn't see it. That's the way that I guess the great ones are. You just till they let you have it. Larry Bird.
Right. Yeah. So good. I would have said more Ja, and he's coming. So I agree with you, Mario. Now I know the body of work's not there. Now I want to ask Mario a favor.
No, I'm not kissing anything.
I want to ask you a favor. Could you, I want you to make me kind of
Oh.
an animation similar to the Kyrie ones that's up on the website, and see if you could do it. Now I don't have hair, and I just want to know if you're able to see if you can make something happen like that for me.
I think I got it right there.
Yeah. You think you can hook a brother up, man? You know, I can wear the.
That'll show how you use the finger, huh?
You know what? I'm gone.
That's how Victor, right
gone.
there. Just
I'm gone.
imagine Vic
I'm gone.
and that finger,
I'm gone, man.
right there.
Listen, that's all. Just give me the
The
hookup.
picture you put in my mind was the 3 switches, the 3 fingers.
See,
That would drive any woman crazy.
see, I'm trying to talk about
3
image,
fingers.
and the guys are over here at the same
Depends where
place.
you put them.
I'm going back to my spot because I
create
didn't.
that image?
I'm doing. I'm going back to
No.
my spot. Yep, stop.
I didn't do any of this.
Create that.
I had
You
nothing to
definitely-
do with Victor's
You can certainly
ethos.
create the 3 fingers switch.
All right, you got.
And I've only heard rumors of the fingers,
See,
but there are rumors.
you see what's happening.
Which
Ladies,
finger? Which
close-
finger was it, Vic? Can you-
Ladies, close your eyes and
This is,
imagine.
you know what? This is what I remember back in the day. My rest in peace, Mom. My father saying, "Stay, don't go around those dirty old men." Now I understand.
Especially now, I rediscovered youth.
Now I understand.
Damn, I just realized he was talking about us.
I'm
Dirty
sorry.
old
I hate to be. I just want y'all to know I wasn't looking for youth. I wasn't looking.
Yeah, if we're talking about home improvement,
Oh, okay.
if we're talking about weather, somehow it goes right into the dirt.
Okay.
Okay.
I didn't know that was. She
All right.
was 18. She looked 19.
All right. And
Just
so you
saying.
guys know, this is not my ethos. Okay.
Oh, okay.
I want to frame it a different way.
Okay.
All right. But now, about a week ago, somebody asked me a question. So I'm going to go into a subject where I posted a video and it was called Work. And I called, title is Sunshine and Bamboo. And what I wanted to do is say, we need to come up with a name. So, Mario wants to click the video. He can't. Anytime you want to, you wild this discussion. Because we have to come up with a name for it. The cave, the underground passage, the deep dark, the
It won't
down-
move, Vic.
See, he's got that computer. See, this is what I said. This is what I said.
Hold up.
So let him keep working it out, and I'll get to it. I'm going to be asking people, what do we call that? The deep dark. What do we call it?
The dirty.
So I
dirty
put my old
lowdown.
girl.
And that's what dirty old men hang out in.
See, at this moment,
No, don't go down there, Vic.
where are we going? Gotta come up with a name, you guys. We don't come up with a name. What we gonna call it?
We got to come up with a name for both of them places. Studio B, the Catacombs.
I love those pictures. I can see those cameras, man.
Like a spaghetti western.
It's a lot.
Yes, sir.
When you have no cameraman, you use your own.
So here's the thing: there's no cameraman, right?
No.
Magic. There's no guitar player either, is it?
Yeah, give it up for Victor Allen.
Victor's
Yeah.
creativity with these tools is just so amazing.
Well, thank you, brother.
I really enjoy
Thank
that.
you. Hey, listen, I had made a promise. I'm going to end up breaking it sooner or later. How can you make something out of something that's basically nothing? And when you're out on the deck, Mario and I know this has been going on for a long time. Every time I look at that deck, all I see is work. I said, why don't I just call it work? That's it. So what am I getting at now? The first part of recognizing this is to come up with a name.
For that underground,
Yeah.
maybe we ought to have a contest.
Yeah. You
To
gotta
come up with a name for the underground area
Yeah.
that used to be the pool.
Yeah. The dark.
The
down,
underneath
down.
the deck area.
Yeah.
We're,
Gotta
we're
give it a
lighting it up. It has
Right.
wonderful things down there.
You know
Keep
what?
some
Stop.
straps and duct tape.
Stop. I'm going. Oh,
And you
no.
should get extra points if you come up with the soundtrack.
Oh, yeah. Now,
Yeah.
remember now, when you start doing that, people are going to sit back, what's in it for me? They're going to say, what's in it for me? And they don't want applause and appreciation.
We don't want to say that in public. Contact us and we'll tell you what's in it for you.
Right. All right. I gave you guys one of 3 activities I was involved in. One activity is just watching the game on your device. That's not an activity. That's just watching. The second is this weekend was really, man, Coachella, 133 miles away from here, and everything else. So what it made me do is stop and just kind of recognize what was happening. And the first thing that I recognized is that Billie Eilish made some news because she was the opening act on Friday, and the first quote she said is, apologies, I'm not Beyonce, because she really feels conscious about the idea because the way B opened up a few years ago, how she is now awarded opening the act, and you know that could be pressure. There's a lot of pressure. Now, here's the question. I'm going to roll both of you back. Well, I'm going to pretend like y'all 45. I'm going to pretend like y'all 45. Go back 20 years. Would you want to be in that sea of happiness at the
Can we
top?
go back 30 years?
Come on, man. Would you want to be in
Can
that
we go
sea?
back?
30 years.
Let's just make it 35.
No.
Let's make it 35.
Okay. But
Just-
don't you feel like you're missing something when you see all that? Name the last
Well, that's
concert-
part of being 65. No, I don't
Wait,
feel like I'm missing.
Have you ever, now Mario, you're close. Have you ever been part of an event where it was this massive, the crowd? You can't even make distinctions.
Well, I've been to 2 events that were pretty large. The Funk Festival at the LA Coliseum in '79 and the Wattstacks at the Coliseum.
You at Wattstacks?
Wattstacks.
My mama wouldn't let me go to Wattstacks. She said, you're not going down there with them.
Okay.
I got
All right. Okay.
Mama said no.
There
Okay.
was a lot of people. I don't know if it was close to.
This is ridiculous.
I went to that reggae festival down in Long Beach. That was pretty huge.
What about the one you went up in Northern California, Mark?
That was
Close?
pretty big too, but it was
Was it
not
like this.
Well, yeah, because it was not as
Spread
big
out.
an area like this.
Yeah.
'Cause that's the one you had to go live up there, you know. So
Yeah.
it was the whole festival you live in. That was by the river.
Coachella's like in the middle of the desert, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
They got all
I think it's
kinds
near
of-
Palm Springs.
Yeah, it's out right outside there near Indio, I believe. So yeah, okay. So the bottom line, that was what's really was happening this weekend. And so guess what? It made me think about what's happening. That's not Coachella. And I looked everywhere, and I was literally going, "Who's going to compete with this?" Because everybody across the world is coming to this event. So what I did is said, let me just dedicate something to the peeps who are not there. And what you get is leftover people. And leftover people are like
Leftover
me.
people.
It's leftover people like me.
For peeps not at Coachella.
Yeah,
Leftovers.
peeps not at Coachella. So you can play it. This is what happens with people who are left off and they're out to fend for themselves. Open mic freelance. Let's continue.
We gon' tell you, look. Okay, that order that equal is passed to the black youth. Metaphysical and spiritual, the whole truth. Presented in our youth, we're going through adolescence. This presence is a possession, now we access it.
Guy rapping and selling hot wings.
Just to get into a trance, it's my dance, y'all. The infrared is measured in extras. So we ain't done, listen by the inner sun. We seen it. Up a whole bunch of fundraising, hell, and all the other things that I say. It's still going and it makes my brain cells still.
Yeah. All of y'all nodded. Coachella.
All right. People like me, who are not at Coachella, did the best we could to go find people who was performing anywhere and everywhere. So this is not about identifying the artist, because when you go to certain events, people just say, I'm gonna do something. And they don't introduce who they are, and they just start doing it. I call that real open mic. Okay, so what am I now going to get at? I ran into a scenario after that says you just never know. And I call it you never know. And I ran into a service entrepreneur. She called me over, and she was at a table all by herself, and I knew she wasn't a regular. And she says, can I just tell you about this? I said, well, I won't be able to stay long. I'm documenting some stuff. And she said, well, this all natural kind of sponge where it's a cloth. You can do this back and forth. She didn't say anything else. And I said, well, I'll tell you what. Can I look up your stuff? And let me follow up with it. She says, yes. Very pleasant, sat down. And, you know, for me, I said, you know, hey, support whatever you can. Then I go look up her information. Her first name is Adam. She said, don't even worry about trying to pronounce the rest of the name because everybody kills it. So I said, your name is Adam. She says, yes. Adam, as I found out, she has a dual degree candidate at the University of North Carolina Eshelman School of Pharmacy and the Gilling School of Global Public Health. She's a health systems improvement representative in the Global South, and she's an entrepreneur. In addition, she actually her University of North Carolina Chapel Hill School of Medicine is continuing, and she's in as a doctor of pharmacy, and she also is intensive psychology as a bachelor's degree, and intensive psychology that she's already completed. So what got me about this is that I was kind of blown away, and at the same time found out that she also literally has a GoFundMe for where she goes and takes natural products to Mali and contributes and give away her time. She goes there to help the kids so they can have natural products and everything. Just this one woman sitting at a table. Now I apologize, I didn't have all the stuff up. I'll put it up in my link, okay? Because I know I got to follow up with, but I had to tell the story.
Yeah, that's good information.
It's the idea that when you look at somebody, the first thing you'll think about is, oh, you may not get too much. But she was so isolated, didn't have a lot of fanfare. The table was probably no bigger than the table you're sitting at. And then she did not tell me one word of what I told you. So when I went to look, I said, this woman is underselling. That she is now she's going global on her own time to sit back and help those who are, you know, unfortunately distressed or depressed from the lack of what they call the best products available. Her name is Adam. I will follow up more. You guys will see more information. I will post. It's not about a GoFundMe. It's about reading what she's doing. So I just want to give that recognition.
I'm looking forward to learning more.
Ladies and gentlemen,
That's my ethos.
that's his
See, Mario always getting me.
ethos.
Thank you. Thank you very much.